Design a hammock that also functions as fashion. Look at that. Front view, side view, hammock. Look at that.
That is brilliant. Look at how clean that is. Oh my gosh. I can't, dude. This is so good. I love people, dude.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Dope or Nope, the channel in which we rate products and anything else we can find a dope or a nope. And you know what? Today we're doing something a little unique. This is all Tanner's idea. Props to him.
If else, it's my fault.
That's not what I was saying. I think it's a cool idea. But what we're gonna be doing here is we're gonna be hiring 10 different Fiverr artists, all right? So if you're not familiar with Fiverr, Fiverr is a site where it used to be you could do anything or you can ask any service of a person that they have listed for $5. But now they've expanded. It can go anywhere to like thousands of dollars. I just saw like $2,500 for something. We're not gonna spend that much, but what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be doing a comparison between cheap artists versus expensive artists to see if there's actually a difference. So we're gonna be looking at 5 different types of artists. Some of the artists are illustrators, product designers, painters, no.
Photoshop,
yeah,
cartoonists.
Cartoonists. Oh, and fashion, Yeah. So I didn't forget that. So the first step is just to hire the people and tell them what we want, and we're gonna randomly generate what we want. And then the second step, which will intercut with everything, is when we actually get the projects that they create. So I'm looking forward to that. So let's begin. The first thing we're gonna be doing today, we got this site here called Protobot, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna randomize something that they are supposed to illustrate for us, and then we're gonna give it to both the cheap and the expensive one. So let's randomize. Design a disco ball that makes you feel old. They're gonna be like, what?
What does that mean?
Like, does that even mean anything? Like,
yeah, and what's good about this being very vague is this whole website was developed for designers to practice on.
Oh, really?
So designers have to constantly develop things and like create things that no one would need and try to make them useful.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I get it. Okay, so we're gonna go with it then. Design a disco ball that makes you feel old. All right, so our first designer here is Louism03, and we got $10. We literally got $10 for, what do we get? We get one figure and we get high resolution. So here are some of his examples. I'm assuming these are he's probably showcasing the premium ones. This is what we'll be paying for. So premium, $75, standard, $35. We're paying for basic, all right? So again, this is basic from a designer who is probably well capable of doing the expensive one, but let's see what cheap gets us. You know, my biggest issue too with so many people is that they think time is free. You know what I mean? So when they see like a really talented artist, they'll be like, hey, listen, can you like do this for me? Like, it's not gonna cost you anything, you can just do it, you're good at it. Like, no, shut up. They're good at it because they spent countless hours doing it and getting good at it, so don't ask for things for free, okay? Cringy. So let's do it. Continue, $10. Here we go. I'm straight up gonna just copy and paste. I feel like such a jerk though. Like, this guy's working for 10 bucks to design something and I'm being such a jerk right now. Okay, so design a disco ball that makes you feel old. I don't really have an idea for this. This is all I really need. Go wild, baby.
I'll take whatever you make first.
Yeah. Sorry, not trying to be a jerk, but I am paying you. Start over. Why did I click start over?
No, start.
Oh, did it?
Start order.
Oh.
You need your glasses, bro? Design a pair of glasses that make old people see well.
2 weeks later.
All right, here we are. You can see I look different. I'm older, a couple weeks. All right, let's look at what this guy made here. And it's labeled Disco Ball. Disco Ball 1.
It's just a disco ball with a glow behind it.
So why does this make me feel old? I'm not getting the old vibe from this, but maybe he was just thinking, okay, it's a disco ball. If you look at it, since they don't really, like, they're not a thing anymore, it's gonna make you feel old. It's not a bad disco ball, I'll be honest.
It's not, and he's also the cheap version that we went with.
I'm not getting real old vibes from this disco ball, but in his defense, like, what does that even mean? Like, he's just like, I'm just gonna give these idiots a disco ball.
Yeah. If I was him, I probably would have done the same thing and just put like zombies underneath it or something.
Just like, oh, this is you. You're dead because you're from the 70s.
Yeah. So how much did we pay Luis again?
$34.
So for $34, he illustrated a disco ball, which he hand illustrated.
Yeah, I'll say dope. It doesn't make me feel old, but that was only 34 bucks. So if you want, you know, some really cheap illustrations that are decent, there you go. All right, now we're gonna move on to the expensive one. Okay, I will do illustrations of any kind. Illustration, standard quality, or should we go to premium?
We can go premium if you want.
It's only like 30 bucks more. Premium illustration. illustration, all right? This includes one illustration with detailed characters and a detailed background. 3 figures, source file, high resolution, all that good stuff. Let's see some of their examples. That's cool.
That's insane.
That's really cool. This is legit really cool.
Imagine all the possibility. You could use this for your book.
Or I could just hire like Levons, who's incredible at it.
Yeah, true.
And he works here. Levons is the resident graphic artist here at Hi5 Studios. He's killer, he's amazing. $150. Continue. I'm literally copying and pasting the exact same thing that I said to the previous designer. Start order.
2 weeks later.
So the more expensive side of this by Maya 10 is the same thing. We paid $157 for a disco ball that's gonna make you feel old. So what does this look like?
It just looks trippy.
Again, I'm not getting the old vibe, but is that not a beautiful disco ball?
It really is, dude.
That's kind of cool, dude. Like, again, I think these artists are like, I don't know what these guys want, but I'm gonna give them a really dope disco ball.
Yeah,
You know
I think
what I mean?
he went for like the in space kind of like vibe.
You're transported back in time kind of vibe. Honestly, I love the style. I love the color palette. I think it's an awesome disco ball, straight up. Like, I would heart this seller. So I guess that means a dope.
Yeah,
That
I'd
means
say those are
it's a
both dopes. They both did well.
They're both dopes. Off to a good start. So next thing, we're gonna be doing 2 different designers, cheap versus expensive on cartoon. All right, so what's cheap, what's expensive, what's that gonna get you? And guess what, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna go to Protobot and randomize. Design a treadmill that changes based on your location. What?
I kind of like that, actually.
That doesn't make any sense. Treadmills don't move.
That's what's the best part about it. It's a real trippy one, isn't it? This is gonna make them think, you know?
All right, I'm doing it. All right, so the first one is Jan Michael. I will illustrate anything you like me to do. So let's see some of his examples here. Got a little samurai there. Okay, wanna play? There's a little bird there. There's a dinosaur. There's a little badger or a sloth. No, it's a badger with like a fireman badger. Okay, so he's used to doing random things.
But can he do a treadmill that changes depending on where you are?
I don't know. We're gonna have to find out. This is gonna be the cheap one. As you can see, we're gonna do basic here for $15. We're gonna get 1 figure, high resolution, commercial use. That's all we can do. Bada bing, bada boom. We're gonna continue. Design a treadmill that changes based on your location. I know that is a bit of a weird request, but I truly want to see what's in your head.
It's quite a paradox if you think about it.
Start over. Order.
2 weeks later.
So yeah, now we're into cartooners, Jan Michael, and we've asked Jan Michael to do the treadmill. Design a treadmill that changes based on your location. Okay, here we go.
He just designed a treadmill. Whoa.
It's just the treadmill, guys.
Wait, so how does it change based on your location? Like, are we missing something?
Like, I straight up think maybe the designers, maybe this is gonna be a thing throughout, but maybe the designers are like, that's too difficult, I'm just gonna give these kids a treadmill.
Maybe. A lot of them really like the freedom that we gave them. Some of them were like, they didn't want the freedom. They literally just kept asking me questions. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? I was like, all right, looks like I'm doing all this work here.
If you're working with a graphic designer, it just depends on the graphic designer. You know, some graphic designers need a lot of specificity because they wanna make sure they get it right, and other graphic designers are like, cool, I'm just gonna have fun with it. This was only $17 though. So I'll say that's a pretty good treadmill, and I'll give it a dope. What do you guys think? Down in the comments below. Now we move on to the expensive illustrator, completely different illustrator. This person is Vladimirius. Look at these. This one is super cool. Look at that one. I like all the shading, really cool. It makes it look like that in-depth, like 3D kind of texture. That's cool. Look at that. This guy charges $2,500. Wow, so we're gonna just do the basic. I'm not gonna spend that much money on this dumb design. No offense, Tanner.
Ow.
Ow. Continue. To be fair, as always, I'm just gonna literally copy and paste this. Start order.
2 weeks later.
The next cartoonist, we did Vlad Maris, canceled it, canceled the order. He was like, I'm not doing it. So we got a new one. And this new one is, there we go, I will illustrate, animate, and cartoon anything. And this is Ali. So we asked them to do the exact same thing. 126 bucks. This one's the expensive one. All right, here we go. Okay, so that's cool.
Yeah, this came out great, actually.
This is really cool. Okay, so this is really cool.
Look at the background, dude. It goes from birth to death.
And she's on a treadmill running, and her life's just running
By her.
by her.
Yeah.
Man, this is deep. Oh my word.
She asked for a lot of help, but she killed it. Like,
She
absolutely killed it.
See, that's why as like a more professional artist will probably, it just depends, you know? It just depends, but I would assume a more professional artist is like, I need more details if I'm gonna make something that you like. You know what I mean? But like, look at at that. That's wild. They designed a treadmill that changes based on location. Dude, this is like, I feel like that,
I'm touched. This is like just running through life, man.
Dude, that's wild. Look at that. That's a definite dope. That just set the bar a lot higher. So I've been throwing out dopes. But then again, we did pay her $126 versus $17. So you get what you pay for, right? Again, going back to that same conversation of people that are like, have you seen that like Spider-Man meme? Robert, can you throw that up? Where someone's like, okay, this Spider-Man that I drew takes me 10 minutes, this took me 1 minute, and this took me 10 seconds. And so that's the thing. It's like when you don't pay someone a lot, they can't spend enough time on it. They gotta feed, you know, you gotta pay the bills.
You got an hourly rate, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So that's, you know, something to keep in mind if you're ever like employing artists. Okay, so the next one's gonna be very, very interesting. We are doing 3D product design, all right? So 2 different designers, one cheaper, one more expensive. Okay, so we're literally going to have someone design the weirdest product that you can possibly think of. Let's do it right now, randomized. Design a xylophone for long, lazy summer days.
What does that even mean? These people are probably gonna be so irritated. What do you mean by that?
Design a hammock that also functions as fashion.
This is so good.
They're not clothing designers, they're product designers.
Hear me out. Maybe we find 2 other clothing designers.
Okay, so that's what we're doing. We just decided design a hammock that also functions as fashion. So the first person we're looking at, we're gonna do the cheap one, which is I will design any fashion designs by Sangra Kara. As you can see, these are some of their designs. Super interesting, super bold, super classy, super avant-garde.
Met Gala ain't ready for this.
I think this is still a little lower than Met Gala. Here we go. This is such a weird video.
Right?
I know it's weird, but I need this. I really want to go to the mountains, but only bring what's on my back. Like, there's no other explanation for this weirdness. Okay, start over.
Start order.
Start order! Start order! Ah, my brain!
2 weeks later.
And this was $27. All right, $27. So, here we go. Oh my word, there's like a plan on like how to make it. Hi, here's your delivery. It is the most difficult task that I ever did.
Oh no.
Can we give her a tip?
Yeah, we can.
Oh my word. It's so important to me as a worker for my ratings. Thank you. Have a nice day. That's wild. Let's do the final look. Wow, that's wild. Okay, so it comes out and this could be used as a tent. Look at that.
She literally explains how to fold them. A legend.
So that's how it looks. It's like a shirt. These 2 buttonholes add with body measurements. Same color button for same color buttonhole. Okay, I see. So that's how you're wearing it. Those 2 holes on the top, those are armholes, and then you connect the appropriate color to each other. Like that's a buttonhole and that's a button over there.
I like that. She really thought this out.
She really, oh my word, she thought this out.
Look at all of this design, bro. Holy moly. Just to make a hammock you can wear.
But like, did we all just together invent something like epic or what?
I think we did. No, I think we are just the idea guys and she executed on it.
Yeah, execution's way harder than ideas. So I'm gonna have to say that's an absolute dope. Go check her out if you want like fashion. Sangakara 1. That's dope. Absolute dope.
Slate it.
Slate it. Now the expensive one, $150. Pretty kooky. I will illustrate awesome fashion designs. Bold, chic. Wow, that's kind of cool though. $150. Here we go! This is just stupid.
This is just stupid.
This one by Marta Rondon was $157. All right, so here we go. I'm sending here your custom hammock fashion bag design and a bonus gift video with a small prototype.
What? Right? That's awesome.
Of how it works in the hammock bag. The idea is that you'll be able to just go with this bag and carry nothing else. I made a pocket in front and both side to put water bottle or liquid bottles. You have 3 views, front, side, and inside. Also, the hammock hanging for you, be able to see where will be the bag. I'm not sure what that means. I hope you love it. If you need to change something, just click request a modification and I'll do changes. Here we go. Look at that. Front view, side view, hammock. Look at that.
That is brilliant.
I'm sorry, dude. We just invented something that's epic.
We did. This is something people would actually use.
Straight up. Like this video if you feel like this is an actual good product. Oh my word, look at that. That's wild. That's so crazy. So this video is like an example, I think. No, she made it.
My jaw is dropped, bro.
She straight up like sewed something together
and made it.
Ah.
What?
Can I hire this person?
Holy moly, the
Look at that.
dedication.
She's folding it up.
This is unreal.
Not only that, your bag's off the ground too.
Yeah.
And like you can kind of reach into it when you're on the hammock. Maybe, I don't know. You'd have to test it.
Look at how clean that is. Oh my gosh.
She made it.
She slayed it. And she made a video. Like she made it dope or dope style too. Camera facing down.
Oh my word.
I can't, dude. This is so good. I love people, dude. They're so freaking creative.
That's the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. Give this a like if you want to see this as a series on this channel.
$160, still a lot, but like she made it.
No, that's not a lot
For what
I
she
feel
made,
like
yeah.
no, that's not a lot for what we paid for.
I agree.
What she did and what we paid, like no, for sure. She gave us way more value. That's wild. 100% dope. That's absolutely kooky. So now we're still gonna go back to the product design. We just got inspired and wanted to do fashion design. And let's go back to Protobot and like randomize this puppy. Design a chainsaw that requires at least 5 people to use.
I love that. Oh my goodness.
Design a chainsaw that requires at least 5 people to use. Goofy. All right, so first designer here is going to be Dario Cabriello, whatever. I will do basic 3D modeling in SolidWorks, blueprints, and rendering. We'll see. We'll see. Let's see what they've done here. That's basic? What? This is cool. I'm trying to make what you want to moderate. The cost is cheaper because I'm a student and I want to make money to the school. Question everything you want to know about it. I will model do anything you want. You're helping a student. Okay, cool. So clearly English not your first language, but you're trying to make it happen and I appreciate that. I appreciate that, so I'm going to employ you, my good sir. Wow, $5, that's it? Oh my gosh, I feel bad. Let's give him another $5. We're gonna do $10. Okay, copy, I'm pasting that puppy. I want a really heavy duty chainsaw. One that can cut through anything on the planet. I feel like such a jerk. It doesn't have to be real, just have some fun with this. Think video game. And submit!
2 weeks later.
Okay, so design a chainsaw that requires at least 5 people to use, okay? $7 we paid for this. Like, that's not my price, that's his price. You know what I mean? Like, I feel bad paying someone $7 to do this. Let's find out. Okay, I see it. I see it. So there's like 7 people and they all have to like go on each side of it and they're all just like moving.
Yeah.
Is that it?
It looks small to scale because there's nothing to reference, but
like,
imagine a bunch of little people.
Yeah, put a little person like right here, Robert. Just put like 7 people there, just random PNGs of people.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm like, that's the size of this chainsaw. Like $7 though.
Yeah, and he designed the whole thing.
All right, I'll say that's a joke for $7. $7, remember $7. Everyone, it's not that good. It's $7. Calm down about it. So the next one is by Clamissimo, $250. Look at this guy's designs. These are not a joke. These are so cool looking. That's so freaking clean.
I feel like he might say no.
He might say no. He might be like, you ain't worth my time, child.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
He's gonna think we're trolling
And
him
I'll
or
be like,
something.
okay, okay. This guy looks legit. I'm not gonna lie. I want to see more of his work though, to be honest with you. Look at some of these. This is like speedboats and stuff. Look how cool that is.
Oh, this is a different person. Oh, wow.
No, this is him.
That's him through a different one, though.
He does photorealistic rendering too.
Oh, wow.
This guy's talented. $1,000. I'm sorry, I'm gonna go back. Okay, so let's just do it. Continue. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. Dog. I'm just literally gonna copy and paste. That's it. Start order.
2 weeks later.
The guy that we just looked at, Clamissimo, canceled. So we found a new one, and this new one, Manny Sai 23. Look at these models. He's got some examples here. We asked him to do the exact same thing. A chainsaw that a lot of people can use. Okay, so this one is $220 we paid for this.
Yeah, big bucks here.
Why are we doing this? And he said, here's the chainsaw finished. I had great fun being creative and designing a chainsaw for 5 people to use. It was quite difficult. Dude, he wrote like a little essay here. It was quite difficult to design that, no kidding. Just trying to come up with 5 functions or 5 operators is challenging. He had 5 different functions.
I'm pumped to see what he did with it.
But with more time, I'm sure I could come up with something more wacky. I have attached the renders for you and I'm pleased to be hearing back from you. He's got, oh my gosh.
He rendered the people.
Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. There we go. So here's like a giant chainsaw and you have 2 people right there. And these first 2 people I think are just like holding it and they're probably supposed to like push it back and forth. Then we move in to like the wide shot. You see? Like they all have handlebars for this thing. So they're all holding it up. They're all holding it up. And then we have like other operations and buttons up here too. So let's take a peek. Okay, yeah, blade position, horizontal, vertical. So there's a little switch that'll change the blade to go like this.
That's dope.
Okay, so we have an up close shot of the saw. There you go.
Yo, that is so clean.
That's freaking hilarious, dude. Okay, that's it. Yeah, oh wait. If we go back and forth, that's the vertical position and that's a horizontal position of the blade. So if you switch the little switch, it goes bing. That's wild. Oh my word, what are we doing with our lives? This guy absolutely killed it. That's a dope. Am I being too liberal with these dopes? Okay, so the next thing, 2 artists, Photoshop. And we're gonna choose what they're gonna do. Randomize. Design a knife that is integrated into your airplane seat.
That's not a good idea.
I can't send that through the internet.
Yeah, look at the
Design a pair of pants that responds to voice commands.
They can do that.
Yeah, they can do that.
Like a pair of pants with a mouth, you know? Guess that's what the zipper is.
Okay, our first guy, the cheap one that we're gonna be doing, he has the cheapest one here, $15. I will do a professional Photoshop editing, SR Dan Pesic. All right, let's take a look at some of his beauties here. Okay, Photoshop editing and retouching. So he's taken all the freckles off. Why, she looks fine. Someone asked him to do it, I guess. Sergio's Design Studio. There's just like little ones of him.
See, he's clearly got a sense of humor, you know?
He does, I appreciate it. All right, design a pair of pants that responds to voice commands. I am simply curious. That's it. So I'm just simply curious. Okay, SR Dan Pesic, he didn't want to do it. He wasn't interested. So we had to find a new cheap one, and it was Lee 22 Leo is the new guy that we found. Before, after. Okay, so you can see before it was like this cool shot, and after it was like, no, he's on the raceway. You know what I'm saying? Before, after. That's much better. Before, after. Wow, much better. That's a really cool picture.
Yeah, actually.
$5?
I think so. Let's see exactly how much we paid.
We paid $7 for this guy to design a pair of pants that respond to voice commands. He's just like, what are these people? I feel so bad for some of these guys. Okay, let's see what he got. Leo says, hi, I just saw your message. I didn't really know what you were looking for, so I just went super spontaneous. Flexible LED display with speakers on the side, maybe for giving info to the people around or something like that. And on the legs, I put 2 types that will include all the cables, maybe, or sensors for your heart rate or those kinds of things. You might say they're more like smart pants or something like that. Okay, I'm already impressed. Look at that.
He put an LED display on the waistband. Why is that genius though? And it's on the butt too.
Yeah.
And then he has speakers as well.
Wow, killed it. For $7, absolutely destroyed it. All right, so let's see what more money gets us. So now the expensive one, this is $115, 2 days, and you get 2 revisions included. That's pretty lit, you know what I'm saying? By Mohammed Shak, 731. Interesting. Design any kind of products according to client demand. Thank you. I demand something very specific. Continue. I demand to design a pair of pants that responds to voice commands. I'm simply curious in Photoshop, please.
Penis.
All right, here we go. So the more expensive one, Mohammed Shak 731, had the same exact prompt. This was $120. And he says, name, bat pants. Knee sensor, in order to measure sound coming from the knee joint, compare it with the standard sound to see whether the knee is okay or not. Heart sensor to measure heartbeats. Bluetooth and Wi-Fi module to connect pants to smartwatch. Another wire spread around the pants to stimulate muscles with small bits of... Okay, this guy's clever. We arguably asked them to do things that aren't even in the description of what we were asking them to do. Right? We're just like, hey, design this from scratch. Instead of like repair this photo, like what they probably want to be asked. Boom. Battery, you got a battery right here. You got a CPU right there. You got a Bluetooth Wi-Fi module. You got a knee sensor that goes all the way down to the knee that monitors the sound. And you got a heart pulse sensor that goes right near the Schwarzenook.
Right near the Schwarzenook.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to say dope again. I will have to say le dope. Oh my goodness, is that it?
That's it.
Oh no, that's it. Oh, I'm so bummed. I wanted to keep going with that, dude.
Dude, I'm like addicted to these, dude.
That's so wild. Guys, if you want to see this again, please give this video a like. All the artists are down in the description below. If you want to go support them, if you want to go hire them, send them some love. I know not everyone can afford crazy designs like this, but if you can, these are some designers to go to. So that's wild. That's so cool. So this video right here is 10 puzzles that look hard, but they're actually pretty easy. So you're going to want to check that out. You know, maybe make people think you're smart. And this video over here is a video that YouTube thinks you specifically will enjoy. So hope to see you here again. Hope to do this again. This is pretty dope. And we'll see you next time. High five.